Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Atlas. In today's video, I will be discussing Bitcoin, Ethereum, Orchid, as well as the graph. Some absolutely crazy things been going on with all this stuff, and we're going to discuss that. Just so you guys know, I'm hoping that this video plays okay. If I look like I'm lagging just a little bit, I had to use an older computer, so I hope that's not really going to be an issue. Having an issue with my other computer. It's right over there. I got a new case, but it was overheating, and I got a new coolant pump. Because I got a new case, I had to put everything all together, and it's kind of like as if it's a new computer, but not really. And yeah, anyways, that's a process. I don't know how long that I'm going to be doing that. If I can get this to work, I might just stay with this for a while, but eventually I want to upgrade a lot of other stuff in that. But I know you guys aren't here for my computer stuff. You're here for the stuff going on with crypto. And we got 2 minutes left on the daily chart. Right now it's at $48,000, just passed right above it. And we'll be looking at more of the charts here in just another minute or so. But let's go ahead and zoom in a bit more on the scale so we can all take a look at what's going on here. And yeah, the fact that it looks like it's more than likely going to close out the daily above $48,000 is very, very good. And I do think my frame rates are dropping just a little bit. I'm doing the best that I can with this stuff, you guys. We got 1 minute left. Let's go ahead and go into some of the news. I'm going to try and keep these videos a lot shorter than what I used to do. Hopefully we get right into the charts. On Thursday, the Wall Street Journal reported that Bank of New York Mellon Corp. BK, the U.S.'s oldest bank, said it would hold, transfer, and issue Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies on behalf of its asset management clients. That report comes after Mastercard MA said Wednesday that it would begin allowing merchants to accept some cryptocurrencies on its network later in 2021. That is really bullish, really good news. Before I go into the next article, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the charts here just so we can witness what's going on. There we go. It is now 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time as of the time of me recording this video at least. $48,000, roughly $48,050 is what has happened, and we're just going to kind of keep an eye on this and see how things play out as we have the new daily candle position. So I'm actually going to drop this over to a 15-minute chart. Just so you guys know, typically what ends up happening is we have a sell-off right off as the new day starts. However, we're now going into a Friday position, and this is the same week that Tesla made their big announcement. So I think it's very possible that we could see a run to $50,000 honestly today. I think that is something that is very possible, and I'm sure a lot of other people are wondering about that as well. Looking at it on a 15-minute chart, we did have a massive drop take place all within a very short time frame. That was at $48,425, and that dropped all the way down over $1,000 to $47,076 or so. I mean, $47,025, and then it came up a little bit and closed out on that position. Right now, things are actually holding up pretty good, though, so that's actually really exciting to see. The amount of volume, as far as yesterday's daily candle goes, if we go ahead and zoom this out a bit, you can see it was kind of lackluster. There wasn't even that much of volume by comparison, so a little bit stagnant, but overall, the day was still really bullish. And what we have going on right now is a shortage of supply, right? An increase in demand and a shortage of supply. A lot of people are wanting to get Bitcoin now, especially big companies after they heard people like Tesla, and now you got Mastercard that's coming in with this. So it's very interesting. Something else I want to go ahead and talk about as we go ahead and go into the next charts here. Uber apparently, this is being circulated around kind of like as a rumor thing, but apparently, Uber said that they were not going to invest into any Bitcoin because they wanted to keep their cash safe. And then, lo and behold, the stock market opened and they went, and the stock started dropping immediately. Oh man, so like the crypto community is strong, dude. And so supposedly now they're thinking about maybe they do want to invest in Bitcoin. So I thought that was really funny. I mostly use Lyft anyways myself, but I'm curious what you guys think. How funny would that be if Uber decided that they weren't going to invest anything into Bitcoin, and then Lyft does, and then Lyft makes a ton of money, and Uber's like, well, we already said we're not going to do it. Do we do it now? Because we're going to look like fools kind of either way. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust has filed to list on the New York Stock Exchange, ARCA Exchange, under the ticker BTC, a request that is pending. This is in regards to an ETF, right? So we've been waiting for a good ETF to finally come through for the United States. And by good, I mean any ETF. There's other locations. I believe Switzerland was one. I believe Canada is in process of trying to do that as well, to allowing a Bitcoin ETF. But yeah, Grayscale is in process of trying to do this. And there's a further continuation with this, but with a different company. Hopes for a Bitcoin fund available to the masses now center around the latest Van Eck product, the Van Eck Bitcoin Trust, which filed in the final days of 2021, just after the previous SEC chair, Jay Clayton, left office. Van Eck may be hoping for a friendlier regulatory touch under Gray Gensler, the current nominee to head the SEC. Gensler was previously commissioner of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, the U.S. commodity watchdog. There, he implemented the sprawling new legal requirements of Dodd-Frank as they applied to derivatives and swaps. But he was criticized for his handling of the 2011 MF Global bankruptcy, which roiled the futures industry for years. Janet Yellen. I mean, you could just tell by looking at this picture that something's going down and she's not happy. Oh man, she looks like she just saw a ghost. Maybe she looked in the mirror. That's kind of mean, but kind of funny. Janet Yellen had more tough talk on cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, flagging their misuse. The Treasury Secretary said digital coins have been used to fund terrorism and launder money. The Bitcoin prices surged to record highs after Tesla said it had bought $1.5 billion. So this is suggesting, excuse me, this is suggesting by the head point of the article. Why is there a video playing? I don't want that. It's suggesting that she's totally against crypto, right? It's largely a subtext of this kind of a topic. However, one thing that I thought was interesting and we should note is right here. Yet the Treasury Secretary, who took up her post in January, also said she saw the promise of cryptocurrencies in opening remarks at the Treasury's Innovation Policy Roundtable released on Wednesday evening, right? So it's not that she's totally against it. She sees that there's some good opportunities with it. It's just, she wants to have more regulations. I see the promise of these new technologies, but I also see the reality. Cryptocurrencies have been used to launder the profits of online drug traffickers. They've been a tool to finance terrorism. She did not elaborate on the promise that the technologies hold in the remarks released by the Treasury Department. All right. So one thing I really want to note too, in case you guys didn't know this, is that in the initial days of Bitcoin, there's something called Silk Road, and you could use Bitcoin to buy pretty much anything on that website. And some of the stuff was illegal things, some of it. But since then, especially after Silk Road was closed down, the percentage of use cases of Bitcoin being used for illegal things, excuse me again, has gone down significantly. And it's the feds who keep saying that Bitcoin is being used for illegal things. But we actually have some feds who were themselves using Bitcoin and got caught for billions of dollars. I talked about this in one of my previous videos. So it's that presentation like, oh, you can't trust cryptocurrencies. You got to trust the Federal Reserve. Okay, well, the feds are the ones that did a lot of this illegal activity with the crypto. So you're saying we should trust the guys that are doing the illegal things? That doesn't make much sense. And it's centralized. They can have more control over manipulating it. Even she looks shocked. Just look at her face. It's been stuck like that. This is actually a video, right? I've been letting it play for 15 minutes, and she's just been holding that expression this whole time. That's a lie. It's kind of mean, but it's also kind of funny. Next up, Riot blockchain stock jumped as much as 25% on Thursday after the company hit a new milestone in its crypto mining operations amid a surge in Bitcoin prices. The company announced it achieved a 1.06 exahash per second EH/s mining rate with 2,002 new S19 Pro Antminers from Bitmain. Riot now has a total of 11,542 Antminers in operation after the new additions, leading to a nearly 26% increase in production over its prior operational hash rate. Exceeding 1 EH/s in hash rate capacity marks a major milestone for the company, said Jason Les, CEO of Riot Blockchain. While we are proud of this accomplishment, we view it as the successful completion of just one of many steps of our ongoing growth plan. Very good news in that regards. And over on the Twitter side, a couple things here for you guys. First off, if you guys want to check me out and show your support, or you just want to see what I'm talking about in the world of crypto and stuff, then my handle is at AtlasOfficialTV. I do have my name in the bottom left-hand side there you guys can see. Aside from that, Andrew Yang, as mayor of New York City, the world's financial capital, I would invest in making the city a hub for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So it looks like he's going to be trying to run for mayor of New York City soon. And I believe he did run for president, and I think he was one of the leading representatives people were pretty curious about because he's also a big supporter of crypto. Cameron Winklevoss says 50,000 Bitcoin is one move away. Yeah, it really is. Like one big purchase from someone totally out of the blue could push it quite considerably. People who are still waiting to buy Bitcoin at $3,000 are the same ones who will buy the cycle top at $300,000 before an 80% retracement. It's true. People wait too long and then they finally get in late. And then Tyler Winklevoss says, "Dear Bitcoin short sellers, have fun, get wrecked." Anybody that's shorting Bitcoin, you guys are so dangerous. You're living on the edge, man. Also, so you guys know, I do run polls from time to time. So I just popped this up earlier. I also posted this. So I'll go ahead and start with this post first. I said December 16th, 2020, Bitcoin began a big rally. I've kept the same repeated pattern for that run as I check my charts. With the recent push from the Tesla news, we have tapped near entry back on trend. That would mean we hit $100,000 April 22nd range. And I would love to know your guys' thoughts. So if you guys use Twitter, you guys could help drop a like or retweet, maybe comment on this. It'd be really appreciated. Next thing. When will OXT hit $1 again? We have 110 votes so far. There's still 23 hours left on this post. We got 59.1% as of the post time, which has been up for about an hour, that thinks that we're going to hit $1 in less than a week. We got another 20.9% of people that think it's going to happen before the end of February, and then another 20% of people that think it's going to happen by the middle of 2021. So let me know what you guys think with all that. Now let's go ahead and hop over to the charts here. Whoa, dude, look at Bitcoin go. $48,670 right now. Did it just bounce? I think it just bounced. Yep, just bounced right off of the all-time high, which was set by yesterday's standard. Or no, it's just under. Ah, look at that. It's just so close. It was this close to passing it. Now it's back. It's back. It's forth. It's going. It's going. It's going backwards. Oh no, they're losing yardage. It's dropping. What are you doing, Bitcoin? You're so close. Keep going. Wrong direction. Wrong direction, bro. Wrong direction. Okay, let's go ahead and keep going on with more of our chart analysis now. The RSI is suggesting that it is in overbought territory. However, we are in a very big bullish trend, so, take that with a grain of salt. I don't really look at the RSI as being that significant of an indicator when we are taking a look at something, especially like Bitcoin, and also when you're looking at price discovery zones. So $48,700, right around in that range, is where we are at currently, and it's looking so close to wanting to do more. So close. And I was talking about this with my tweet, right? So this purple chart that you guys see of all these lines, that's if we had continued that pattern all the way back from that previous day, which I believe I said was December 12th, December 16th. Yeah, December 16th, I believe is what I said in the chart. Anyways, so yeah, we're looking like we're getting really close to getting back on track with that trend. And if we can happen to manage to get into this zone right about at $58,584, that's going to give us a baseline of consolidation. So if we didn't do anything for a bit, we just moved sideways there, that would actually put us still right in that same range of space before we decide we want to move on more. And here we go. Look at that. We just broke a new all-time high once again, $48,800. It is on the road to hitting $50,000. And the question is, will that happen in the next 24 hours? Will that happen in the next hour, dude? We had a candle that with Elon Musk, it shot up like $4,000 in 1 hour. If someone drops some crazy news right now on Bitcoin, boom, this thing could hit 50,000 very soon. Maybe Elon will be tweeting something. Keep an eye on his tweets. He largely moves the markets whenever that happens. Anyway, so right now we're looking at $50,000. That's a big key level of psychology that we need to try and get above. Then I would actually be looking at, again, based on this previous trend position, if we can try and break above 50,164 I know that's not for today's daily candle, but that would at least get us back to kind of a comparable zone of what happened on the old trend if that had a further continuation on, right? So this is very, very speculative. I'm going to make that totally clear with you guys right now because we're in price territory zone, price discovery zone. There's so much that's up in the air of what could happen next. And a lot of people are going to be trying to take profits as well. So 50,000 by itself is going to be very difficult to try and hit. Next up, I would then be looking at $55,283 respectively. That would actually give us an entry tap back into that previous trend. We actually saw it have a little bit of a bounce on February 9th doing the same kind of thing. So be a very nice candle position today, and it would also put us right back on track pretty darn well. Now, if this decides that it wants to go down, it looks like we're seeing just a little bit of resistance, essentially, actually mainly going on right around here at $44,837. That was on a daily candle / open closure position, and then also a position that had bounced down off on the bottom on February 9th. So potentially we could have a bounce take place there, $44,794. If it has a further drop down below that, then right around 43,841 could be another potential zone. I wouldn't say that's that substantiated. And then looking at the Fibonacci retracement, potentially also at $42,200. But the most significant one that you guys should really keep your eyes on is going to be right here on the 21 EMA. And that 21 EMA position is at $39,683. We got some other cryptos that we need to take a look at as well, and we'll come back before we finish up to see what's going on in the end with Bitcoin. So now go ahead and take a look over at Ethereum side. Ethereum's over $1,800. 2 days ago, it had hit on February 10th at about $1,838. So we're still pretty darn close to that same range, getting some resistance that's going on around this point. If it can manage a break above that level, we're looking at $1,850 next. And then the big objective goal is, of course, going to be $2,000. If it decides it wants to drop down, we have $1,748. Further level drop down below that, we're going to see right here at $1,708. And then a further level drop down below that, we got the 21 EMA, which is actually tapping off of February 4th candle wick, and then very close to February 8th candle wick, and that would be at $1,555. Very significant drop, and that would be for some very bearish news. As we saw some good gains yesterday for Bitcoin and Ethereum, seeing pullbacks is normal, but I will tell you guys right now, we're so close to $50,000. I think the psychology of a lot of people is we as a community want to come together and just be able to have that milestone, right? Now, aside from Ethereum, we're going to go ahead and take a look at my baby Orchid, and then we're going to finish up with the graph. So Orchid had a very good candle yesterday, and you guys can even see the volume was doing very well as well. And so that actually shot all the way up to 59 cents, just a little bit above that, almost getting close to the 60-cent range. It's so good that we finally broke above 50 cents and had a daily candle closure above that zone. Absolutely love that. You can see that yesterday's candle, unfortunately, I didn't get to make a video because I've been dealing with all my computer stuff, and that's been a huge mess. But the 2 previous days we actually see here, we got 47 cents respectively, which is very close to our Fibonacci retracement position. So this is still holding up very strong for the previous trend. And that says we're trying to work our way up to the previous all-time high of $1. As of today at 54 cents right now, we do need to break above 59 cents. Next major zone above that is going to be at 65 cents or 0.6577. And then we're going up towards the $1 range, potentially seeing a little bit of sell-off right beforehand, right around 94 cents. If it decides that it wants to drop down, we do have that 21 EMA, and that 21 EMA is at 39 cents or 0.3971. And then a potential further level down below that, I would maybe be looking at 33 cents. That'd be quite significant, though. The RSI is suggesting that this is being overbought, but once again, we're in a bull market, so this is kind of when you think about it. Now let's go ahead and take a look at graph. Again, I do apologize if my stuff is kind of laggy for my image. Maybe there's something in the encoding. It's an older computer, so I'm hoping that I can still kind of do something with it. And looking at the graph, we're at $2 right now. Absolutely killing it, man. I got in on this when it was at 33 cents. So I'm pretty darn happy with that myself. I'm still holding on to it. Still think the project's got a lot of room to grow. And as of yesterday, it hit $2 and about $2.20, it looks like. And if we can get above $2.20, then the next major zone I would be looking at is $2.25. A further level up above that would be at $2.59. If this pulls back, and there was a large candle yesterday, so would not be surprised if this does have some pullback. We could see it go to around $1.70. I would be looking at that as a first level of support. Further drop down below that, then we could actually see potentially around $1.15. And then a further level down below that would put it all the way back down to $1. That'd be a very significant drop, and would be a bit concerning seeing something retrace the whole yesterday candle, which was already massive, but then also take it all the way back down to, you know, basically you're doing like what, a 50%. I'm so bad when it goes to naming these percentage reduction things. So that would be also remembering where some of my stuff is. Where is it? Where's the price? Didn't I have it? Oh yeah, there we go. From a $2 position all the way back down, that would be 50%. Yeah. Okay, I was going to say 100%, but it was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. But then also when you double your money, I thought that that was 100% correction. That would be right. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I'm just having a stupid moment. The RSI is suggesting it's highly overbought, and with that candle position yesterday, I would say, yeah, that is a lot of movement going on for a single day, so definitely be cautious with something like this. But yeah, guys, that's basically where we're at right now. Let's try and push this up higher towards the $2.50-60 range, like I mentioned. Just so you guys know, I'm not a financial advisor. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button. Let's try and get this video to at least 100 likes. Also, click the bell icon so you know whenever we have a new video. You can stay up to date with everything. Drop a comment down below. And, you know, I get the fun part now of trying to figure out how to use this weird photo editing program to make my thumbnail. So, I don't know how this is going to turn out, but wish me luck, guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next episode.